Hello, hello. This is your girl, Lynette, Miss BBW Delaware 2016, 2017, Miss Fashion Global 2020, and now Miss Classic Universe candidate for 2023. And of course, the pageant director here in Wilmington, Delaware, bringing you the Wear Your Crown Speaker Series for 2023. Now, if you have never heard of this series, it is intended to inspire our women and girls into their purpose. We do that by having phenomenal women share what they do, why they do it, why it's important, and how you can connect and support them in doing so in hopes of inspiring other women and girls to move in their purpose. Today, we have none other than Miss Lillian Harris. Hello, Miss Harris. How are
Oh,
you? Miss
I'm
Harrison, right?
Harrison.
Miss
Yes.
Harrison, how are you today?
I am phenomenal. I am so excited to just even be in the virtual room with you and being able to connect with your followers. Excited.
That is awesome. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Man, multifaceted. I think in this season, people are going to see a different, if they were familiar with me in past seasons of my life, they're going to see, they're finally getting the chance to see the butterfly, the person I knew I could be. So, as you said, my name's Lillian Harrison, and I am a serial entrepreneur. I am, as my broker said today, I don't have a business, I am the business. And I love everything that I get to do because I get to do exactly what God has called me to do with every facet of my being, and I get to do it every day, make a living at doing it, and it surrounds me with the most wonderful people and experiences.
That is awesome. So, what is it that you do? I know that your flyer said, "I am her."
Yes.
Could you tell
So
us a little bit about "I am her"?
Oh my goodness, yes. So I Am Her it is an aspect of our coaching program. Actually, it's an aspect of our empowerment boutique. So I have a women's empowerment boutique. And people say, well, what does that mean? Because I know what empowerment is, but I also know a boutique is a brick and mortar. We are absolutely that. So I have a women's brick and mortar boutique, which we sell, clothes, shoes, jewelry. Our makeup line, our exclusive makeup line is coming out. We have everything from foundation wear, sportswear, you name it. We have a line of clergy wear coming out. So
Oh,
we are a brick and mortar boutique, but we also, the empowerment piece is we have a coaching program that goes along. Our mission and motto for Love Her is we clothe women mentally, spiritually, and physically. We don't want to leave anything out. So when I said I am her, I am every her. I am every her. And I love the duality of her. Her is I am the woman. I am absolutely everything God created me to be. I am her. But also, the acronym for that is I am healed, I am empowered, and I am restored. This is where God called us to be. And so, yes, it is a faith based mission in that we empower you to walk in purpose authentically, completely, powerfully, so that when you stand up, you can say in face of anything, yep, I'm her.
I am healed, empowered, and restored.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. That is exactly what the Wear Your Crown series is all about. I absolutely love the idea of, or no, I love the the entire concept of "I am her." Like
Mhm.
I felt that. Like I am women, hear me roar. Like
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
like that.
absolutely. And it's women of all ages because I can remember being in my late teens. I can remember, shoot, my mid teens. I can remember being in my 20s and in my 30s. And just at that time, for the different aspects and dispensations of my life, having, just different things going on with my image, with my self-image, my self-esteem, with my communications, with how I relate to people and how people related to me. So I am her is every woman. That's why it's her. I mean, if you identify as a her, this is for you, because at every stage in our lives, we need to be able to be healed. And there are so many things that we go through in every stage of our lives that we are healing from. We need to be empowered so that we can be authentic and that we can walk in our truth, not someone
Yes.
else's truth, not truths that are put upon us, and that we can be restored to what we were originally called to be: great, beautiful, powerful.
That is awesome. I am loving this. So, how do we find out more about I Am Her? Like, if we are interested in being a part of the empowerment coaching group, how do we connect to I Am Her?
So our website is loveherboutique.com. You can certainly go on there, and it's going to give you everything about Love Her, about the boutique, about the coaching program, to be a part of our magazine, whether you want to write, whether you have, things you want to share, whether you want to model for it, whatever. So yes, we have a magazine that will be coming out 2023 as well. And so you can find out everything about Love Her there. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram under Love Her Boutique as well.
Okay, I should have pulled that up earlier. Now I'm over here like trying, I'm like, oh, maybe if I can like pull it up real quick, I can share it. I should have done that when we were speaking earlier.
That's
And
okay. We were
I
talking about so many
I
things.
know. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, there is so much to unpack about I Am Her, from the
Yes.
boutique to the
Yes.
events and activities that
Yes.
happen in that area, to where you're going with the
Yes.
coaching program, the empowerment piece to the rejuvenation piece, everything about that. I am hearing retreat, and I am hearing I totally need it.
We
I
are.
am
And when you say retreat, we are absolutely. So a part of our coaching program. And again, uh, we want everyone to be involved, but being a part of her, we coach business women, we coach many businesses, many women in business. And a lot of our participants, even in our coaching program, are coaches. So one of the things we
Mm.
want people to understand in this season, as you're coming into 2023, is your value and your worth. What God gave you is valuable for the kingdom. We don't need to diminish who we are, not the gifts we have or anything of that sort. Now, I may acquiesce, I may make a way, I may inspire you and motivate you to step up so that you understand not only that I understand my value, but that you understand your value. So
Right.
we have to get out of diminishing who we are. And so with that, everybody that signs up, we have all kinds of options to be a part of our coaching program. I can honestly say, and I say it flat-footed with a surety, you will be transformed. There's no way to not be. It is about totally changing the mindset of how we feel about her.
And that is so important. Like, nowadays, I feel like there are so many women and girls who need
Mhm,
this type of program.
mhm.
Um, and it's an easy one because it identifies or connects with the individual versus
Right.
what, like, and because it's about the empowerment and the rejuvenation of her,
Mhm,
then it's you embodying
mhm.
authentically who you are and just helping to push you to your next level, which is what it sounds like. We're helping to
Absolutely.
support and encourage women where they are so that they can move to their next level with purpose and direction as well.
Absolutely, because that's really when you think about where you've been in life and what you wanted. At every stage of the game, I really can remember every stage where I felt like life was hard or where I felt like I was alone. And in those particular times when no one else is around to feed you whatever it is about your self-value and your worth, you tend to look inwardly. But if you don't have that validation, if you haven't learned how to love who you are, then you're going to be sitting there in a situation, in a state where you are less than even to yourself. You will
Right.
never look in the mirror and like what you see. So there will always be a flaw that you don't like. There'll always be something you want to change. When God gave me Love Her, he gave it to me coming out of a bad relationship. And it was just one in a series, and not just always husbands and wives or our but familial relationships as well. And so all those things either add to or take away from the value you feel about you. When I finished complaining to God about everything I had done for everybody else that had walked away and left me, he said, did you love her the way you loved him? Did you love her that way? You just told me that you built them up, you praised them. When they felt bad, you encouraged them. When they wanted to start something, you supported them. Whatever it was, you were right there and you did all this for them and they still walked away. But did you do that for her? In the mirror. Did you do that for her? Did you love her? Did you encourage her when she had a bad day? And the thing is that as women, we don't. We're such nurturers that we give and give and give and give and give, and we forget ourselves.
Look, that message is, I think, definitely not a seasonal message, but it is one that I am receiving in this season. I was up the other night and I'm like, I got some stuff to do. I was like, but I got a podcast on Monday, so I'm just gonna lay down, set an alarm. Apparently, my niece was like, you hit the alarm and you went back to sleep. So I woke up the next morning in the same thing I had on last night. And like the message I got was slow down and be still. And I was like, but I was just waiting and I was resting. Next day, I ended up doing the same thing today and woke up late.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, he says slow down. I'm slowing down, but what's this be still? Like, how still am I
Because he
supposed
wants
to
to talk to
be?
you. He wants to talk to you. See, you're at a point where you're about to level up. Things are about to change. The only thing that can change his plans for us is if we can't get the download. We can't hear. We can't hear the instructions for the next step. Well, the enemy's complete plan is to simply distract you long enough to miss your season, to miss the cue. Shift now, turn now. And we're so busy. And again, as women, we are such nurturers that we can hear and encourage and motivate for everybody else. We can plan for everybody else. But when it comes to us, because we're doing them, we can't be there for us. And so many of us reach a stage in our 40s and 50s, especially, where we feel like we could have been more. And when we look back, okay, would you do anything differently? And when I asked that question in the past, they begin to tell me about all the people they helped, their husbands, they built this business for their father, their family, their sister, their brother, their children. When they say they could have been more, but what they did in the past, they wouldn't change because they helped everybody else and
Yes.
left themselves out. Okay, so now in this season, what will be different if you could have been more? How about you now start being what you were supposed to be all along to her? Because she needs you to be everything he called you to be.
It has definitely been the season of learning that if you ask me, I'm like, I've been sitting still for a long time. I haven't done anything. But you ask my family and friends, they're like, Annette, didn't you just come back from here? Didn't you just do that? And I was like, yeah, but that the same thing, like you said, yeah, but that was 4 months ago. And that was,
Yep,
I was just I was just making sure it was
that's
just
right. I just saw
so
you, sis. I saw you go all the way to Indiana supporting someone else. So you see what I'm saying? There's no woman that cannot identify with the message of love her, because every one of us have given so much of ourselves and put ourselves on the back burner. Even
Yes.
if I asked you what was the last self-care thing you did, most of them will say, well, I go get my nails done, or I just I went on a little weekend trip, or, I get a manicure every now and then, maybe a pedicure. Really? Now, if I ask you the last thing that you did for somebody else, you can give me a breakdown of how you probably lost sleep, went in, drove, you know what I'm saying? You were up all night cooking for this one and doing this for that one. See what I'm saying? The difference is we put her on the back burner. She's last. That's why it's healing. So we can't get to
Turn
the
that off.
point in our 30s, 40s, and 50s where we feel regret about a thing.
Laura,
Oh, where we feel regret about a thing that we did not take control of.
I'm sorry. No, I thought I muted it. That I could hear the heater, and I'm like, you could probably hear that in the
I
video.
didn't.
Oh, okay. I need to make sure everyone hears what is happening because this is phenomenal. I am her. We are in the
Yeah.
Wear Your Crown speaker series with Lillian Harison, who is one of the empowering. First of all, I met Lillian a while ago, but you know how you always see people around, and it's like, oh, like what is
Yeah.
she doing? Like I always want to know what is Lillian doing? What is Lillian doing? And then she connected to another group of phenomenal women that I know, and I'm like, I know Lillian. He was like, you know Lillian? I was like, yeah, she is so cool. She does this and she does that, and they were like, we're going to be connected with her, and I was like, cool. And then I was like, women are getting together. Oh my gosh, G Will and Lillian. Oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. I don't know what's happening, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for what's happening. And then when I heard about the gowns, and I was like, ah, man, gowns. This is going to be awesome. And I've been seeing I Am Her around, and I like or I might share, but
Mhm.
I've not authentically paid attention to the meat and potatoes of it. So having you here today to share the meat and the potatoes of healed,
Yeah.
empowered, and
Mhm.
rejuvenated,
Mhm. Restored.
restored,
Mhm.
restored, that is so necessary.
Yeah.
So if we want to sign up, do we go to the I Am
Mhm.
Her
You
website?
can you can go to it's loveherboutique.com. And
Okay.
because we want you to understand the totality of Love Her, right? So you'll see on there again, you'll see the boutique, you'll see the events we have coming up, you'll see the magazine that is all about her.
Okay.
All these things you'll get a chance to see, and you can sign up for our coaching program as well.
That is awesome. So we have the coaching program, we have the book, we
The
have the
boutique,
website, the
yep,
boutique, and we have like human resources, like actual women that will
absolutely.
be basically working and coaching you to your next level. And we now are the workshops exclusively for women who are here in Delaware?
They are not. We will be hybrid in a lot of them. Sometimes we will be exclusively Zoom. We are looking for and absolutely accepting speaking engagements to customize and to bring Love Her to wherever women are that want to hear and want to move forward, that want the shift, that want to become everything that they were created to be. So we are completely open to dialogue about being wherever God calls us.
That is awesome. Now I'm still over here trying to. I done typed in I Am Her, and your
Nope.
Facebook page came up, and
Here,
that
I know,
flyer
right?
that I shared, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
okay, I
Isn't it
so
beautiful?
it is. We're going to add
I'm
that
gonna,
flyer
I just put in the
to
chat
that is
the,
perfect.
yeah, so that's the website.
Okay.
And we have an online boutique as well. So you can literally visit our brick and mortar boutique, or you can shop online. I Love Her brands. Like I said, our makeup line will be coming out next year. Our clergy wear line is coming out.
Okay.
So yeah, we have quite a bit of things going on under Love Her.
share how we can not only support I Am Her, but how we can support the boutique. If individuals want to make a donation, if they want to sign up, we are going to have your flyer at the end and probably the beginning, no, probably at the end of this video. And we will include your website, any donation links. What you are doing is so important. I mean, and not for nothing, because of the spiritual piece that's tied to your mission and your vision and your purpose and where your heart is as you continue on this journey with I Am Her. I believe that it is going to grow, it is going to thrive, and people are going to be talking about it and wanting to get into it. And you're going to have to be virtual because people all over are going to see the value in it and what it has done for the participants who are currently connected and participating in the program. So how can we do that?
So certainly can support. Again, everything is usually on our website. I try to keep that updated so that you have ways to connect. And there are many ways, because I know that there are many phenomenal women out there as well. And we want you to not only be a participant in Love Her programs and services, we'd also like you to come on board as a coach for Love Her, as a support for others who are going through processes. So our website is really how you can connect. The support, if you want to purchase any journals that are purchased, any of the products that are purchased, the proceeds go to support everything that we do in Love Her. We offer scholarships for some of our coaching programs, because we know that there has to be a cost to things, but the money goes right back into offering scholarships for the coaching program. And in this new season, as we begin to work more with pageant participants, we want to be able to have the funds to support them for things that they need in the pageant as we learn and grow with that as well. So again, you'll be able to find all that information on our website, in ways that you can support Love Her.
And that is so needed. Your program is exactly what I believe pageantry should be about: supporting, encouraging, and it's not rejuvenating. It is renewing, restoring.
Restoration, right? Think of
Restoration.
restoring. Restoring is bringing you back to what you were called. So none of us started off broken. None of us started off with self-esteem issues. We didn't start that way. So the third piece, the restoration, is bringing us back to where we were supposed to be. So we were never called to be broken and battered and beaten in our spirit. So God is calling us to be restored to our former glory.
I love this. So ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lillian Harison, thank you so much for taking the time, seeing the value in sharing what you do, why you do it, why it's important, in hopes of encouraging not only women and girls, but hopefully getting women and girls to participate in the I Am Her program.
Yeah.
Healed, empowered, and restored.
There you go.
So make sure you check out the website. We're going to put that below. Make sure you stay connected to Miss Harison. There are going to be phenomenal things coming out of that area. So, and if you are not in Delaware, there are virtual options to participate. So make sure you stay tuned. Miss Harison, thank you so much for participating in our Wear Your Crown Speaker Empowerment Series for 2023.
Thank you so much for the invite.